Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more River City Ransom. Now, unfortunately, I started my stream and I forgot to hit the record button, so this is a little bit into it, and I've had a little bit of rough luck. I died in the one area I was in previously, and ended up being jumped back into this mall. Now, I tried to grind back up into getting myself some more money, and I was able to do that, but I did get a little bit of the crap kicked out of me, so that I am hurt a little bit. Let's go to Mouse here, and one of the areas I'm definitely needing to improve in was kick ability. So, some of the things you might have missed is I did eat that T-bone steak that I got in my last stream/recording session, and that gave me some punch ability, and I think some defense. I'm not positive on that. So we've improved there. Another thing that I discussed earlier in my stream is that I was confused about how willpower worked. And I thought I had brought it all the way up to the maximum, which was 63. And I had. Then I noticed it had gone down, and I think, if I'm remembering correctly, now I haven't looked this up, so I could be incorrect, but whenever you get knocked down and you're low on stamina and the willpower brings your stamina back up, willpower kind of acts as an energy reserve, so it's drained every time that happens. So I got beat up, I died, I lost some willpower, and any time that my willpower kicks in and recovers some stamina for me, I think we lose the willpower. But considering it's one of the easier stats to increase, it's not as big of a deal as losing any other stat. In any case, I'm going to try and get back into the area I was in previously, but I might as well beat up some guys along the way, but I'm going to kind of avoid the frat guys, because they tend to be a little bit of the rougher gang to deal with. Alright. But this is definitely, I'm trying to get back into the groove of playing, and I got my butt handed to me. But hopefully we can start doing a little bit better here. And once I feel like I'm kind of at that point, we can start progressing here and going into some of the later bosses. That is, if I can get that far. You're gonna have a lot of dangerous territory to cover. It's kind of a shame that I get knocked back into that one mall. But it usually puts you... I think the way it works is it puts you in the nearest mall that is, before where you are. So, this mall here that I was at when I started the recording is the previous mall. So even though I was right next to the other mall where I died, I was just before the mall, so I get sent back to the previous mall, which is really annoying because I don't really want to be in this area. Alright, let's get that coin before it goes away. Unfortunately, that guy ran past, so we didn't get to throw the body into him, but we'll take him out nonetheless. Alright, I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit into the groove. Now still, my best stat is my throwing stat, which is not really what I'm looking for necessarily, but I could kill guys with one throw, which is definitely a good thing. Alright, come on. I have to be mindful of this pit that I don't fall into it. Have to go through the warehouse, then through the tunnel and all that dangerous territory. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with the mob here, one of the more dangerous gangs. Now, you can kind of cheese things and hit them through the wall over here, like that, with a weapon. But I don't want to actually lose out on the money potential, so we'll go over there. There you go. Be smarter than the wall. Alright, so they have a couple weapons with them. There we go. Fortunately, one of the guys spawned behind me, which is a nuisance, because you have to go back and get them. Now, one thing I probably should have thought about getting, because this is a little bit you know, a dangerous trip. I should have probably gotten recharge so that I can bring my stats back up. Or at least my stamina back up. But we're just going to have to make do. With what health I have. So I'm going to have to be careful. And possibly run past enemies if I'm looking like I'm in trouble here. Yeah, like that. Not good. I don't know if I'm going to make it now. I was trying to pick up the weapon and throw it at him again, but he caught me while I was trying to get it. So that's not good. I don't know if I'm going to make it now. I'm probably going to have to run past these guys and not really fight them. For sake of survival. Luckily, these guys are a little bit easier to deal with because they don't chase after you. And then we'll kind of cheese the system and run past these guys. Now, this is the area I died in. I was trying to grind out this boss, but this boss is still pretty darn dangerous. And he caught me and he killed me. And I had about as much health as I have now, so I thought it was a little bit safe, and he ended my day in one kick, so sometimes you can't be too overconfident. Alright, so we ended up with a decent amount of money because we beat a couple bosses along the way, and from what I remember, the cola float was good because it gave me stats and stamina. Unfortunately, this mall doesn't have very good food places. This is pretty much it. The steak place, I ate that T-bone. It gave me no stamina. Now, there might be one of the meats there that gives me stamina, but I don't know what that is, and they're pretty expensive because I believe the T-bone was one of the cheaper ones, but I can confirm that. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a more expensive one. So we can get a lamb leg here and take that. And if it's just raw stats, it's raw stats. It's not too big of a deal. If we die, we probably should die grinding in this direction. But I might as well eat the lamb leg, see what it does for me. I do have a little bit low on the health side of things. So if it gives me health, then all the better. So Assel took a break and cooked the lamb leg. Boy, that was a great piece of meat. Alright, so we get some punch. Get a lot of willpower, but that's it. No health. That should restore my willpower, I think, almost to the max. Yeah, to the max. So that's good. So mostly we just gained a punch there. So let's take a look at our attack ability here. So we've got punch is now over 30. Kick is still one of our lower attack stats, and then we've got weapon down there, and of course agility is kind of down as well. Now, if I'm able to grind out the shoe store, I could get a nice pair of shoes, and that would actually help me quite a bit with kick and agility. Ow. Alright, I gotta be careful here because I don't have a lot of health. And these are some of the more dangerous gangs, so they reward with a lot of money, but they also kick your butt pretty handily if you're not careful. Oh, that was almost bad. Alright, this is looking dangerous. I want the money. Ow! Alright, I gotta be careful here. Alright, I'm out. I don't care what you want. Alright, we're gonna have to go and get some more health here. Now, because I don't have a lot of money, one strategy is just purposely die here and get my health back. But I'm gonna try not doing that. So, Cola Float gives me stats and health, so we might as well continue doing that. And take another one. Once my defenses are fully ranked up, I can go for one of the other things. The pizza and lasagna only give you just straight health, so they're not as good. And steak-wise, we should have some money. So the T-bone gave me punch, and I think it gave me more punch than the lamb leg. We could try out a sirloin steak and see how that works for me. I'm not going to eat it yet in case it does give me stamina. Alright, so we have the internationals again. Oop. The guy caught me. Caught me a couple times there. Luckily, we dodged that box throw to get his friend. These guys like to throw weapons, I can tell. They're darn tough. That stone ricochet and hit me. That's kind of annoying. Alright, finish that guy off. Yeah, they really do like to throw their weapons, don't they? Alright, that guy jumped out of my hands, but that's okay. Alright, that looks like it. We might as well... Ooh, one more. Might as well come over here and get our health back up. At the Roman cow. How are we doing on the defense? I'm sure it's getting above 40 now. So if 63 is our max, then we only need a little over 20. Buy one of these. Oh, and I should have eaten the steak. I forgot about that. Alright, well, you know what? I'll just do that. I'll go out and grind some more money, and then we'll see how the steak does if I get a little bit more beat up here. Alright, so now we have the squids. Now this is another tough gang, as most of the gangs in this area are going to be. Alright. Gotta be careful here. There's a lot of weapons I'm noticing. And these guys seem to want to run and hit me, which is always dangerous. But for me, if I throw and hit them, they will die. So I can stop some of it. Ow. Okay. Might want to back out now. Alright, let's see what the steak does. Alright. So, similar message. Punch up. Throw power up. Alright. So, punch is pretty much, seems like, with every one of the different steak things that you can get, it seems like that's what you get. So there's only one left that we need to try, and that is the ribeye. I don't believe I have had yet, so we'll get some of that. If anything, it continues to upgrade my punch. And let me go ahead and eat that in case it does give me stamina. I'll be surprised because it will be the only one that does. Punch up. Agility up. Oh, okay. You know what? Ribeye is going to be very important for us. So we're going to want to grind those because we're really low on agility. And that's something we definitely need. So I'm going to get my health back up. But from now on, we're going to be focusing on ribeyes because that is where we need to be for the stats. That's the thing we need to get. Alright, so we can focus on defense and punch. as well as the agility that we're going to get from the ribeye. Okay. I also want to try one of the CDs to see what they do. So we might work some of that as we grind as well. Oh, I gotta watch out for the box. Make sure I don't get hit by that. Oop, up here. Take you out. And is that it? Because I don't see any more of them. Okay. So just have, oh, there we go. Hello there. Oh, they're both stuck there. There they go. There's certain spots on certain maps that you can kind of get stuck on due to, like, glitchy natures. Usually, like, bars and fences are the ones you see that a lot. Trying to catch this guy without him wailing on me. But that's not the way to do it. Wow, kicking that box into myself, like, practically killed me. That probably weakened my willpower, too. We can confirm that to see if I'm correct. So it looks like we recovered with that. So if this is dropped, yep. Okay, so that's pretty much confirmation there. So when you recovered from the with the willpower, it will get drained to give you stamina. All right, so we're going to grab ourselves a CD here, but the rest of the money is going to be spent on food, which is honestly not going to give me much in the way of food, but why don't we get some nice classical music, nice and soothing and relaxing. And we honestly might not have enough. So what I might do... We can't afford the steak quite yet. Might drain what money I have. So that I can... die and just recover all my health here. We're gonna get some ice cream. Which is probably not going to give me much. It does give me agility, though, which is what we're looking for. Okay. More than likely, we're going to end up dying here. And, you know, might as well listen to the music before we go into battle here. Who knows, it might give me some stamina. So I'm going to put my classical CD into the player. Hot tunes filled the air. Not exactly how I describe classical music, but okay. Alright, so stamina we did get. Alright, so that works. I wonder if that's how all of the CDs work. Because if that is, that's almost like a pharmacy for us. Alright, so we have plenty of health here to not worry about dying. He got me before I could get it off. Alright. Jump up here, get the coin. Jump down, punch the crap out of this guy. There you go. I just love how sometimes you can be lined up for a punch or kick, but you're not lined up for the throw. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss out on that money. I was waiting for him, but he still surprised me. Oh. He's stuck right now. Let's see if we can hit him. There we go. You kind of saw the glitchiness there. That's pretty normal for a River City Ransom to have those, some of those spots on certain screens. Alright. Oh, we might as well grab a different CD and just see... Oh, no, we can't afford it. Never mind. Don't have a ton of money. But might as well get stats with what money we have. There was ice cream that gave me agility. Let's just keep getting those. Agility, stamina. And another ice cream. We get agility and stamina. Alright. And then I think what I'm probably going to do is try and grind up. I might try and grind out that boss that killed me last time. Of course, that is definitely a risk. Well, not when I eat a box like that. That did a lot of damage. These internationals are pretty dangerous. I think they're one of the top 3 dangerous gangs. They're one of the gangs that you face pretty much close to the end quite a bit. Because the guy that protects the gate to the high school is... Well, that's not good. Fortunately, I did not die there, but there goes my willpower. Alright, we'll just make these guys pay, and then we'll get out. Or I could just die and recover. We'll see if I'm right about where I spawn. So if I die here, I should just recover into the mall behind me. So we'll just push on. Face the internationals again. Wondering where they were going to show up. Jeez. Come on. No, don't get hit by the tire. There we go. Well, that's gonna do it. Well, maybe not. Come on, recover. Now, there's a boss in this warehouse here, but I don't think with this much health it's a wise idea to tackle him. Box blocked my jump kick. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. There we go. We finally died. Alright, so now the idea here... yeah, I believe I ended up in the mall that I thought yeah, this is it. Now what I want to do is I want to get enough money so that I can just die already. So I can buy a CD that will help me. Now I'm going to probably end up having to buy the classical CD because I can't risk the fact that the other ones might not give me what I'm looking for. This guy's defense is just always off the charts. Very hard to bring him down. Now this boss is pretty dangerous. And I don't want to take a lot of damage to him. Can we hit him from here? I know it won't make much difference. Yeah, see, that just did a bunch of damage. See if I can throw him out that way. Okay, hit him with the weapon. There we go. Take advantage of our throw stat. So hopefully this has given me enough money. I can just duck into one of these shops to confirm. Oh yeah, plenty. And we're going to try and make a run through the factory here. I think I have warmed up quite a bit here. And I'm going to grab classical music from the CD shop. And And I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break here so that I can gear up for that run. So I'm going to go ahead, as I normally do for these streams, I'm going to go ahead and put my password up. So if you guys want to copy it down and follow along with me, you can. And I'm going to